So everyone was wrong about the Kansas City Chiefs. The Kansas City Chiefs, they've been doubted. We've spoken about this a lot. We've spoken about this in previous videos and stuff like that. But the Chiefs, they've been doubted. They've been listed as frauds somehow. And I know I spoke about this in my previous, well, not my previous video, but like a video 2 days ago. But I want to dig a little deeper into it because I probably didn't speak about enough. So when I say heavily doubted, that's by all of the analysts. That's the first group of people that doubts the Chiefs. Now, obviously, Skip Bayless is retarded, so we're not even gonna count him. But Shannon Sharp even lost faith in this Kansas City Chiefs team throughout this season, if y'all ain't peeped that. Who else? Terry Bradshaw, all these guys. Like Tom Brady is somehow the only analyst that doesn't really hate on the Chiefs as much. And it's funny because Tom Brady is the greatest of all time, so he should want the Chiefs to lose because he doesn't want Patrick Mahomes to catch up. But that's why I respect Tom Brady, because he doesn't mind if Patrick Mahomes catches up to him and stuff like that. He wants that. So I respect Tom, man. But the Chiefs, they simply have to be respected. It gets to a point, right? When you see a team, they go back-to-back, that's not enough. You see Patrick Mahomes went to MVP as soon as he lost Tyreek Hill. We was even told that we would never be the same team without Tyreek Hill. And guess what? We haven't lost a playoff game since Tyreek Hill left the Kansas City Chiefs. Somehow that's still not enough. One thing I've accepted as a Chiefs fan is that they're going to be doubted and they're going to be talked about and hated on no matter how good they do. Because when you're successful and you're being successful, people hate on that. They get jealous of that and they don't like that. So the Kansas City Chiefs, this is what's going to happen. This is what they're going to have to go through for the rest of Patrick Mahomes' career and for the rest of this dynasty, however long this lasts. Now, if we want to dig deep into stats and them type of stuff, it wasn't really the year for stats, the Chiefs, they didn't really have that type of year where, everybody's stats is looking crazy. It really wasn't like that because, it was really more of a year about, we're going to make mistakes. We're going to mess up. But as long as we win these games, man, that's truly what matters. So Patrick Mahomes had his lowest season of his career. This is the lowest amount of numbers he's ever had. And I'm about to explain to y'all why this is scary. I know y'all probably like, bro, what? You make anything involving the Chiefs scary. Nah, this is scary. Let me tell y'all why. Patrick Mahomes had 3,928 passing yards, 26 passing touchdowns, 11 interceptions, right? 2 rushing touchdowns. Those are the lowest amounts of his career. And somehow the Chiefs are 15-1 with the 1 seed. And what makes this season even more scary is that Patrick Mahomes played horrible in the beginning of the season. And then he literally had his worst offensive line that he's ever had in his career. He has less yard after catch. So him still putting up these numbers in these circumstances. And then if you look towards the end of the season, it all started with that Panthers game. Ever since that Panthers game, Patrick Mahomes has been perfect. If you look at these last, hold on, give me a second. These last 6 games, Patrick Mahomes, he had 11 touchdowns, 12 touchdowns, and no interceptions. Patrick Mahomes, he went crazy. If he would have did that from the beginning of the year, we're talking about Patrick Mahomes holding the MVP trophy around this time. But he didn't do that. But it's fine because Patrick Mahomes is still playing like an MVP at the perfect time. And I expect this to continue to go on in the playoffs. The Chiefs are not going to just do this down the stretch and not do this in the playoffs. Xavier Worthy, another person who's been coming alive throughout these past few weeks. But on the season, 638 receiver yards, 9 touchdowns. That's pretty good for a rookie year. And he's also had some overthrows and some crazy incompletions. We might have Worthy at 1,000 yards if it wasn't for all those underthrows. Travis Kelce, 823 receiving yards with 3 touchdowns. Kelce's still looking pretty good. Kareem Hunt, we signed him somewhat in between the season, and he has 728 rush yards with 7 TDs. So that looks good right there as well. And then you look at Hopkins, he's barely been playing any snaps, and he has 600 yards and 5 touchdowns. So the Kansas City Chiefs are looking dangerous around this time of the year, and it's very, very scary. And I feel like if you're a Chiefs fan right now, you have to be excited, right? I mean, we're all excited for what this team can do. I mean, we're all excited for the playoffs. You know, we want these days to just, you know, pass on and pass on and pass on so the playoffs could finally happen. I think the first playoff game is on the 11th or the 12th, but that's obviously we're not going to be playing in that. We're going to be playing in the divisional round. Now, a lot of players are not going to be playing against Denver Broncos, so I'm going to still try to make some content on that game, but it might not be needed since a lot of players aren't going to be playing. I'm going to still make some content on that. Because if we eliminate the Broncos out of playoff contention, bro, that'd be hilarious. And still, if we eliminate the Bengals out of playoff contention, that'd be hilarious too, and that'll be something to make a video on. So we'll definitely have some content for y'all on that game. But the truth is, I mean, man, like all these negative things that's said about the Chiefs, all these opinions, it's honestly wrong, man. Like it's just not true. You know, like it's not true, man. I mean, the Chiefs, they're not frauds. Yeah, you don't have to agree that they're gonna three-peat, because obviously that's an opinion that's entitled to, you know, that's an opinion that's not entitled to anybody. You know, like nobody has to believe the Chiefs are gonna three-peat. If you have your beliefs in the Ravens, who haven't won a ring in forever, Lamar Jackson, who's 2-4 the playoffs, and Josh Allen, who's 0-3 versus Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs. If those are the people you want to believe in, then so be it. If you want to believe in the Broncos or the Chargers, who we own, if you want to believe in the Steelers and the Texans, so be it, man. With Russell Wilson in 2025, CJ Stroud with a banged up Texans team, Chargers and Broncos, who can never even beat us in the regular season. So why would they even beat us in the playoffs where we play our best? So honestly, if you think any of those things could stop the Kansas City Chiefs, good luck, man. But I'm here to tell you that your beliefs are wrong, but still you're not entitled to believe that the Chiefs are going to win the Super Bowl. But I could tell you a million different reasons on why the Chiefs go win the Super Bowl, like I do in almost every video. Like, I never give the same reason, and I'm always giving different reasons. So it goes to show you that I'm really confident in this Chiefs team. As long as the Chiefs don't beat themselves like we did against the Bengals in the AFC Championship, or our whole O-line don't collapse like it did against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and, you know, get banged up and injured, then the Kansas City Chiefs would be hosting the Lombardi Trophy again. And then you're going to take it one step at a time. But if you three-peat, can you even four-peat? Like, is the NFL going to allow that? I don't know. But it's been your boy Chiefs Priority, and I'm out, man. Peace.